Hi everyone, today we are solving the question 5 raised to the power of n minus 1 equals to 11. Then what is going to be the value of 5 raised to the power of n plus 1? The first thing we're going to do is to start with this available information, that is 5 raised to the power of n minus 1 equals to 11. Then I'm going to perform an index rule to this left hand side of my equation. I can remember an index rule that says when I have a raised to the power of x minus y, this is just the same thing, or it can be written as a raised to the power of x then divided by the same a raised to the power of y. Simply means if I have subtraction between both power, then I'm going to divide both base. So invariably this format that I have here is just the same thing as the format that I have here. So I'm going to need to write the left hand side of this rule for my question, that is this side. Applying this properly, I'm going to have 5 still raised by the power of n, or divided by another 5 of the same base, this raised to the power of 1. They still have the equal sign, they're still having some nice time. Then 11 is still there, still having some nice time there. Therefore this time around I'm going to rewrite this my left hand side. So what do I mean by this? I write 5 raised by the power of n then divided by 5, because 5 raised to the power of 1 is still 5. Then this equal sign is still there. Oh, the only thing I'm going to do here is that I'm going to make my 11 appear as a fraction, since I have fraction at the left hand side. So I make this to appear as a fraction too by saying over 1. What I'm doing next is to cross multiply of what I have here, that is 5 goes for 11 in terms of multiplication, then 5 raised to the power of n goes for 1. This time around I have 5 raised to the power of n multiplied by 1, and this is going to be equals to, that is 5 goes for 11, 5 multiplied by 11. At the end of the day, I'm going to have 5 raised to the power of n equals to 55. I am gonna say watch out here, because this is not my final answer. What the question actually say is to find 5 raised to the power of n plus 1. So I can now go straight to what the question is asking me. Going further with my question now, 5 raised to the power of n plus 1 equals to what? If we remember that a raised to the power of x plus y is just the same thing as writing a raised to the power of x multiplied by the same base a raised to the power of y. It is obvious that this format that I have here is still the same format here. So as I write the right hand side of this rule is just the same way I'm going to write the right hand side of my expression. And if I do, I have 5 raised to the power of n multiplied by 5 raised to the power of 1. Now I can say 5 raised to the power of n plus 1 equals to 5 raised to the power of n multiplied by 5. If we can remember from what we've gotten earlier on, we're saying here that 5 raised to the power of n equals to 55. So this 5n is just the same thing as 55 according to what we just did here. Then I say birds 5 raised to the power of n equals to 55. This now becomes 5 raised to the power of n plus 1 equals to 55, which is 5 raised to the power of n here, then multiplied by 5. At the end of the day, I can boldly say 5 raised to the power of n plus 1 equals to 55 times 5. That is going to be 275. Definitely, this is my final answer, which is what the question says we should find. 275. Just before you go, remember to do this. Beep.